Yes, hello tradies. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 33. And we have 3 days to go. A lot of threes there. We're brought to you by St Andrews Beach Brewery, the new brewery at Melbourne Park, the only place to be before a game at the G this season. Mitch and I and about 200 others will be there at a jam-packed St Andrews Brewery at Melbourne Park on Thursday for our final show of the year, the Tradies Awards, as I welcome in my co-host.
Hello, Sam. I was told this was sold out, and now we've got the latest word that we've opened up an extra 20 tickets.
That's what happens when things get big on you. You have to go again.
So it feels like Oasis when they do their initial show and they sell them out and they go, we better open up some more because the demand's there. Is that what we're talking?
And then we plus our VIP guest lists.
Okay. I haven't got anyone on that yet.
Well, because I was speaking to Carla and Tim today. By the way, so we've got there's the $25 burger and pint.
Right.
There's going to be a new special, which I can't reveal yet. That's going to be a meal and a pot for those who don't want the burger. So you're going to have the pizza oven going. And it's going to be 30 degrees on Thursday.
Is it?
So bring your SPF 50. If you don't bring yours, I'll have mine. That's fine.
So we're recording about 7 o'clock here. How good is daylight savings in Melbourne on a nice night?
Well, it's good until it's also dangerous because I get burnt.
Well, not at 7 o'clock.
Yes, I do.
You can't get burnt after 7.
Are you looking at me?
I am, yeah.
You almost see through me. Very excited for Thursday. Very, very pumped.
I'm excited because it means the trade period's done.
Yeah, you look stressed. Are you stressed?
Oh, every day you're hitting the phones.
Yep.
You're getting lied to. You got to work through what's real, what's not.
Love getting lied to.
Yeah.
Lots to talk about. We'll need to talk about how the fact that I've had about 17 phone calls from my golf club about you, basically breaking into the place.
Yeah, are we going there now?
No, not yet. We'll get to that. We're also going to talk about our days at the Caulfield Guineas on Saturday. But first, I wanted to raise something because I want to get an answer by Thursday at the pub, at the brewery. I've been watching this new Netflix show, Black Rabbit.
I've heard about it.
Right. So it's with Jude Law and Jason Bateman. It's about two brothers that open up a restaurant in Brooklyn.
Yep. Love Brooklyn.
Yep, same. Anyway, the whole time I'm thinking about tradies because I'm watching Jude Law, who I haven't seen in anything in a while. And I'm thinking to myself, is this guy a good actor or not? And I had a quick look through his IMDb, nominated for 2 Oscars early in his career in the early 2000s.
What's the rom-com he was in?
The Holiday.
Yeah. Yeah.
With Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet, where they change houses. It's weird that I know that. But and I think Link will know what I mean here. On paper and to look at, if most people said Jude Law, they go, oh yeah, he's a good actor.
Who are you comparing him with in a footy sense then?
That's what I want to know. So I've got to 15 names that are on the short list. I've passed a few of them by research assistant Dan. And some of the answers yeah, I can see that. A couple of them were don't say that publicly.
Right.
So I probably won't say that.
So where their image and the optics around them is stronger than what they actually produce.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like a footballer. He was pretty good early in his career. We all thought he was going to be a superstar, but no one actually talks about the fact now that he's actually quite mediocre and pedestrian. And I'm not sure he's lived up to the hype. That's who I want to know. Lots of people spring to mind.
Am I throwing names or?
If you're ballsy enough to piss off, because basically any play that you mention, you're going to annoy.
Okay, this is a guy that's got upside, I think, in his next move. Who's just moved this trade period.
Go on.
Ben Ainsworth showed a lot of potential early days at the Suns.
Pick 4, so that
and
ticks
the
that
Suns
box.
basically said to him, "Hey, we've got some kids like Jake Rogers and Leo Lombard coming in to play your role. You've just signed a good contract." Might be best for you to have a look around. He's found Carlton as a new home.
Is Ben Ainsworth the Jude Law of football? That's what we were asking.
I think when you talked about Jude Law, you probably need someone a bit more high profile. But that was a conversation I raised with someone during the week.
No, but this is the point. Is
the back
Jude
of
Law
Ainsworth
that high profile anymore? Because he hasn't done anything good for a while. That was the point.
But he was
an
A-lister.
Yeah, he was an A-lister. I'm sure he was an A-grader.
Ainsworth's never been an A-list conversation.
No.
But I think we're going to learn a lot about Ben Ainsworth in the next 2 or 3 years at the Blues. Because
did he say on Trade Radio that he's looking forward to having a role that isn't system based or something like that?
There's been a couple of players this off-season talk about playing with freedom and
research assistant Dan sent it to me. Where was it? Here it is. The opportunity to play a more unstructured role at Carlton was really appealing to me. The biggest backhanded compliment you've ever seen from a guy who hasn't played a game yet.
So all you do,
I really like the fact that they have no plan.
So what you're saying in trade period, all you do is watch Netflix and research assistant Dan is the one consuming the content.
No, that's not true. But I spread my love far and wide. How'd you go Saturday? Because I tried to see you, but you were too busy for me.
I did not get a single text from you.
That's not true. I texted you on the way in. I
Did
said
you?
I got a late call up.
Did I respond?
Yeah, you gave me eyes emojis or something, whatever that means.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know why, Link? You know what's been creeping in here, which I'm really upset about?
Oh, no, you texted me the day before.
I think Mitch is getting too big for me because I was out with the people. And where was Mitch? Where were you, Mitch?
In the committee room.
Thank you.
Did you say that?
Unbelievable. And I'm the one that cops being the, white collar guy.
So for those that aren't across Melbourne Racing Club politics, the day before the Caulfield Guineas on the weekend, the Friday, the chair of the Melbourne Racing Club, which run Caulfield races,
Sorry, I shouldn't
John Kanga, resigned.
Yep. Pretty serious circumstances.
And then other journalists were trying to get into the committee room to hear what the new president or the new chair was going to say.
Right.
And I was written off in the Herald Sun as being the only journalist in the room. I wasn't there in a working capacity, but I was there as a +1 for my partner,
You were
Kate,
there as a lover. Yeah.
who was hosting the room. And other journos were hoping to
Apparently
get
she
in.
was very good, by the way.
That's good.
I get
to hear.
excellent feedback from inside the room. Not from you, because you don't talk to me.
Well, I'm just going back to the text.
Yep.
We were talking about the Kanga situation, and then you said you threw it in the middle of another conversation. So that's probably why I skipped over
It's
it.
my fault, I see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Text on the day never goes astray.
Well, yeah, if I had texted you to say, come down from the committee room, would you have?
I actually went and saw a couple other mates,
Oh, you bastard. Yeah. You bastard.
and then I had to find a photo of you and Bucks
Low man.
tagging in Sportsbet. So you must have been.
I didn't tag in anyone.
You were being wined and dined.
No, I was not with Sportsbet. I simply, I saw Nathan and we caught up. And that was it.
Has he got any more intel for you that he wouldn't give you when he was pulling out of the Melbourne coaching race?
That's nasty to bring that up. It's nasty. I missed out on that one. So, the National Golf Club.
Okay, we're going there.
I just thought, like, we've been mates for a while now.
Yeah.
And we've been working together closely for three seasons, and we're to our 33rd episode this year. So we've done 100 episodes.
It's been a big stint this year.
Yeah. You know that I love the National. You know that it's my second home.
So I knew that
And you decided to break in uninvited and not at least warn me. I've
I have
almost
to-
been thrown out of my own club for something I didn't do.
Do I have to run everything national by you?
Yep, you do.
So I'll put my hand up. I never once considered you in this whole process. Because when I found out where he was playing in Cape Shank,
Oh my gosh.
I thought it was another country how far that was away. I'm like, there is no chance that you drive there to
don't-
play golf
yeah.
on a regular basis.
I mean, you don't leave Middle Park all that often. in
Correct.
fairness. Yeah.
Why would you?
Yeah, it's a lovely part of the world.
It was an hour and 40 minutes from the CBD.
You must have got bad traffic. Oh, the roadworks?
Bit of
on Peninsula
roadworks.
Links?
Yeah.
Jeez, I sound like a wanker. Yeah, no, that's my golf club.
So because there's like 3 or 4 different courses under the National.
Yeah. There's one in
thought-
Frankston, Long Island.
I thought that'd be the one you play at, like a bit closer to the city.
Oh, I just go, I try to go when I'm not working that hard.
But does your membership get you on all 4? Is that the idea?
That's correct.
You know, a lot of our listeners aren't golfers, a bit like myself, so
Yeah.
they need, a bit of learning. So,
Because we all saw the social media
Yep.
doing the rounds that he was playing with a couple of Essendon players.
can I give you the full disclosure of what happened?
Sure.
Thursday morning, I wake up. I got a screenshot at about 8:50. It was the same screenshot that was doing the rounds on social media. I think the screenshot said 8:36. I got it about 15 minutes later.
Okay.
So it must have been doing the rounds in group chats. It was Zach Butters playing with his manager, Peter Lenton, Sam Durham, who was also managed by Lenton, and Darcy Parish. And
Who's Parish's manager? Scott Lucas.
Phoenix management, yeah, Scott Lucas and Winston Rouse. As a TV journo, pictures tell the story at this time of the year.
Absolutely.
So I said to myself, I'm going to get a crew and head down there, a bit further than I originally was thinking, Cape Shank. And they hit the course just after 9:30. I was watching the live scores as they rolled through on the drive down.
How are you watching the live scores?
Someone else has got like a login where you can see the...
Only if you're a member of that club, though.
Nah, there's...
No.
I was getting it from multiple people.
Because I was doing this, but so I'm a member at the
I'm not
National.
gonna name that person.
But I felt very dirty doing it. Because I was like, this is not what my membership pays for.
It's like hole 3, okay, they're this. And then Butters didn't start scoring until the 6th or 7th hole.
Well, he had a bad start. I think he
that
started
why?
bogey. So he's probably in a bad mood.
So I thought, shit, maybe he's pulled out. And then I'm 2/3 of the way there and Sam Edmund tweets the photo. I'm like, shit, like
Now everyone's
going to come down. 9 will be down there. I'll be fighting everyone for a shot and a grab of Zach Butters.
You and your best mate Tom Morris be fighting over it.
Yeah. So 9:30, he tees off. The round finished about 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it was a
4.5 hours.
slow round for because what
They
day
had
of the
2
week was it?
carts.
It's Wednesday or Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, that's the main comp day at the National.
Right.
But it was windy,
Okay.
so maybe they
Was a
lost
bit
a few
windy.
balls.
Yeah.
Gunner Matters closest to the ocean.
Yeah.
High wind course.
Hard to get shots from the road. There's no road access.
Yeah, that's because it's a private golf club.
I was able to get into the 18th car park pretty easily though.
Yeah, you can drive into the car park.
Yeah,
but
drive into the car
You're
park.
supposed to be a member.
Right.
Occasionally we get the odd European surfer who just puts in Gunnamatta Beach into like the nav man.
Yeah,
And
right.
it takes them as close to the water as possible. And so we'll see the odd combi van just turn up with surfboards and they'll try to walk across the first tee,
Yeah.
the first fairway to get to the beach. Little do they know it's about a kilometre worth of uninhabitable bushland to get there.
Yep. So from
Not used to journos turning up with cameras though. That's a first.
No. So we parked with viewing of the 18th green from the car park. The cameraman Bryce,
Easy par 5.
Cameraman Bryce and I got shots of them approaching the 18th and said, well, now's our chance because they're in carts. They're either going to get in the carts and go straight into the clubhouse, and the car park, I have since learned, has multiple levels. So once they enter the clubhouse,
double level.
Once they enter the clubhouse, I'm no chance. I'm like, you got to go while they're still on the 18th. So they were putting. We went to the 18th green. We were getting shots from a distance.
You went to the 18th
Well,
green.
where else are you meant to go?
This is extraordinary.
They saw us clearly, and they yelled out.
Oh, shock horror.
They yelled out. Butters was lining up for his putt, and we'd put the camera down like while they were actually playing their shots at this stage.
Oh, hell, that's thoughtful of you. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to wait for their round to be
What did Butters
complete.
yell at?
I think it was Durham or Parrish yelled out, "Aren't you going to shoot the birdie putt?"
He's putting for birdie. That's good.
So he was
Because
playing
he
for birdie.
finished for birdie, didn't he? Did he make it?
Yeah, he did.
Well, well done. Well done.
So that's the ticket to, well, we better put the camera up and get Butters finishing his birdie putt if they've yelled out
Yep.
as a group. The round finished. I then asked Zach 3 questions. He got into the cart and drove off. There was no real animosity from what I saw. And for some reason, I was the world's worst bloke, despite it doing the rounds on social media for 2 or 3 hours
Who said you
before
were the world's worst bloke?
Oh, you got to read some of the social reaction. I need it on social media.
Yeah. For this reason.
Yeah. His manager, Peter Lenton, said, he's not going to speak to you. And I said, well, mate, I've driven this way. I'm not going to not ask him, throw a couple of questions at him.
Yeah.
And he was more than respectful, Zach. And all my dealings with Zach Butters have
Good
been
man, Zach.
incredible.
Very good human. Yep. He knows how it works.
But at this time of the year, if you're playing golf with 2 Essendon players,
Yeah, I didn't think it was that weird. Are they
I'm not
mates?
saying,
Is there a
not saying
connection?
it's weird. Well, Lenton is the connection through
Not-
Durham.
Yeah, but do they know each other any other way?
Look, I don't know. But it's not like they were mates from back home and they played junior footy together. There was none of
Yeah.
that. But as I said to a few people, if this was Kane Farrell and Darcy Byrne-Jones playing with Essendon players,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have left Middle Park. But Zach Butters, who's about to become the hottest free agent, he could command the biggest trade value of all time in 12 months.
Oh, boy.
I thought it was worth going down, and yeah, that's the explanation.
That was a great story. I loved it.
Pictures are important on TV. I wish I could. I can't just go on the news every night and look down the barrel.
That's not what I do.
I'm not saying you do.
Oh, that seemed quite pointed at
No,
something.
but like, it's a visual medium.
Is it? Okay. Good to know.
Should we get onto some more of the actual trades sit?
Yeah, well, let's talk about the man of the moment, Zach Merritt. So, Michael, we were recording on Monday night.
Yep.
'Cause, it's trade period, so we record most nights. Mitch Gleese and Michael Gleeson reporting in The Age tonight
Yeah.
that Zach Merritt had a meeting with Essendon this afternoon, that being Monday afternoon. I believe that meeting was with the coach, Brad Scott. I don't think anyone else was there.
The article suggested that Vozo might have been there as well.
I'm not positive if Vozo was there or not.
Okay.
I have asked
I
Essendon.
just had the quick read of the article.
Right, okay. Well, I mean, it's Gleese's story, but I was helping write about some of the Hawthorn angle to it. And the meeting, according to Gleese, was of the notion that, he sort of reminded the club of his ambition to leave.
Oh, they need to remind him, did they?
Well, clearly,
They've been living under a rock for 3
Zach
weeks.
feels like, because remember we talked about this a couple of times, Essendon are kind of waiting for Hawthorn or Zach to make a move. I want to be traded, or this is what we're preparing to offer. Now, from Essendon's perspective, I completely see this. Like, why should we make the first move?
Yeah.
He's a contracted captain.
But the move is Hawthorn's got to offer the
something.
world
Yep.
right now.
Yeah. And Hawthorn are trying to work out what the world looks like. Now, there have been a lot of different things going back and forward. What I can tell you today from my phone calls is that it appears to me that Essendon have deduced, and I'll get to that later, how they're finding this out, that Hawthorn have deduced that Essendon aren't particularly interested in this year's pick,
Yep.
which is pick 9, for 2 reasons. One being it's seen as a weaker draft,
Yep.
and 2, they've already got 5 picks inside 25. Mm-hmm. Now, that makes sense. But if Hawthorn were to do a separate deal with another club that would be more a guarantee to finish bottom 6 and get their first round pick
For next year.
would they be able to package up that and their own
Yep.
and throw it at Essendon and see what they say? Because with Tassie coming in a couple of years and next year's draft been seen as strong, maybe Essendon having 3 first round picks going into that draft put them in a strong position.
So it'll be Hawthorn's, Essendon will have their own from just
Yep.
because they're
And
already
someone
gone.
else's.
And then someone else, and for a team that might finish bottom 6.
Yeah.
Would that be enough, do you think?
Those 2 picks?
Yeah.
I still think Essendon would want a player on top of that. So there's been movement, but I think all parties are surprised that they're not further down the road going into the penultimate day.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that things can't happen. And so both clubs are playing funny buggers. And I've had this conversation with both clubs separately, so I'm happy to say it publicly. But both are saying that negotiations haven't started. Now, that's just an easy technicality because they haven't technically spoken to each other.
It's like the Curnow Sydney stuff.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to.
Exactly.
Oh,
All of that's
there's
been done
been
by...
no firm offer.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Swans have got a fair idea of what the Blues are after.
Yeah, all of that's been done by Robbie D'Orazio. And all of the merit ones been done by Tom Petoro. Now, again, I've said this umpteen times on this pod. This is why you pay blokes like Robbie and Tom, because you pay them to do it on the down low. They're the middleman. They basically negotiate the trade. Tom Petoro knows exactly what Essendon will take and what they won't take.
Curnow hasn't exactly been on the down low.
No. Well, the shots of him walking out of Sydney are interesting. Very separate side note. And I'm speaking to someone here, Link, who's got a very good hat game. And I like to think that my hat game's okay. Can someone tell Charlie that
Are you talking about the Yankees hat?
the wide brim Yankees hat, I feel like it went out a fair while ago.
I think it's coming back.
Is it coming back?
coming back.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm behind times. Right. This is like how the baggy jeans have come back. Have I missed this?
Link's
Okay.
got a cap and baggy jeans on tonight.
He looks very good. That's why I'm bringing him in on this conversation and not you.
Yeah, I'll just sit out. I'll go grab a coffee.
Shout out Uncle Rick's is the hat.
Don't you like my new suit?
I was just surprised that if I missed something here, are you changing jobs? Where's the 7 pin?
We don't always wear it. Only wear it on broadcast.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm used to
I'll never wear it on the news,
Okay. All right.
except on match day.
Uncle Rick's, which is whose brand?
I don't know. Dill got me onto it.
Oh, okay. Free sponsor. Free
And
shout out
coming
for
up
Uncle Rick's.
in Tradies Fashion Edition,
I would be so up for that. I would do it 100% do a separate tradies
you
fashion
wear-
and tradies movie.
You and I would break the internet if we did that, Sam.
Really?
Yeah.
In a
would you
good
wear
way?
your,
I don't know.
can you wear your yellow beanie?
I get nothing but positivity about the yellow beanie from people who matter.
Okay, I was going to say, glad you're not on social media anymore.
Yeah. When most people who say they don't like the yellow beanie, I'm looking at them and their clothes and I'm saying, I'm glad you don't like it. The next time you like something I'm wearing, I'm burning it.
Just on merit,
How do we get there?
a few people that I've spoken to around this today are more of the view that it's gone from it's going to get done to, geez, they wouldn't want to have to take him back.
Nah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm not
just
there
the
yet.
language is no. I'm not saying you on aim either. Just the people I'm talking to about it. Just the language has changed a little bit that he might have to
Yeah.
go back to Essendon.
Yeah. I think it's incumbent on Hawthorn to have a big throw at the stumps on Tuesday. And then give Essendon, 36 hours to negotiate.
To really sit and think. Do
Yeah.
what he's got.
And see how much blood they can get out of the stone
Yeah.
before they agree.
Just on the Hawks, and this is a big part of why the whiteboard exists. It's a win for the whiteboard today because Chankworth Jath over the weekend has got his head around
My man, CJ.
exploring a trade away from the Hawthorn Footy Club. This has been bubbling around for a little while, but he finally wants to look at it. The only issue is, I understand, he flew to Bali today
Oh boy.
with Isaac Quainer and Tau Jath from the Collingwood Footy Club.
Who I saw at the races.
Now, if I could get a camera there, I would, but
Why can't you?
Barley's a bit further away than Cap Shank.
I understand that. Seven have got lots of money now.
What do you mean now?
You just merged. What do you mean, what do I mean now? You had no money for ages. Now you've merged with Austereo.
Done pretty well.
You've done amazingly well. But that's why I'm saying now.
I'm not going there.
I know you're not, and that's why I do it, because you get awkward.
So you said that Blues were into Chankwath
Yes.
a little while ago, but now I get the sense that Florent may well be involved in they wouldn't want both, would they? Or do you think CJ and the
I'm
Blues
not sure
are still alive?
Florence being involved in the Curnow deal.
Okay. Well, as of today, he was still being asked to be part of it.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't be part of it, really. Should he? Carlton are going to allow a bloke who can't get a game for Sydney involved.
I'm not saying a major piece in it.
Yeah, but even if it's stake nice, I don't know if I love it.
The Blues have been after a kicker off halfback for a while.
Yeah. So they've got Adam Sard. I don't know if they know that.
Yeah.
They keep telling him to kick the ball sideways. It doesn't help.
I think the Adam that arrived is different to Adam now. His body's allowing him to do other things.
Right. So he can't run anymore.
He can run. It's just doesn't have the same dash as he once did.
Are you sure?
Do you watch Carlton play?
Yeah, I just watch him mark the ball and not move and kick
Yeah.
it sideways. That's what I watch him do. I don't think that's ability. I think that's tactics. There's a couple of big stories that I think are going to explode. It's going to be a big trade period. Anyway, I was having a look at my whiteboard today. I'm very proud of my whiteboard. I'm not, and this is not saying that yours isn't pride worthy,
No, you've got some bigger names.
but everyone on the whiteboard, apart from Ben King, looks like he's going to move.
Yet.
What do you mean?
Well, Butters is not moving yet.
Oh, yeah, but he's been a great talking point, I mean.
Yep.
So Jamara's gone, Oscar's gone. Bailey Fritsch I haven't heard a lot of.
No, I think he's staying.
Butters has been a great talking point. Warple apparently, did he go to Geelong? He did, okay. Oliver's gone. Sounds like the Demons are getting rinsed on that deal. Steele, I think, wants to stay, but they would like him to go. Silvani, we told you about months ago. Merritt, biggest story of the year. Ben King, small setback for me. Maybe I barracked too hard for that one. And Brand Track's gone to the Gold Coast. We can talk about Petrarca now.
Yep.
Are they actually getting 2 top 10 picks for him?
So my read on this will be they get 2 top 10 picks, which are picks 7 and 8.
Oh, my goodness.
And they send back a couple of picks in the 20s, which appeases the Suns because they need points for the top 2 kids, Zeke Hewland and Dylan Patterson.
Yeah.
So if the Suns were to keep 7 and 8,
Yep.
they would just get absorbed straight away in those bids at 1, 2, 3 or 4 for those kids.
Yep.
So they get rid of them, bank picks in the 20s. It actually might work out pretty well for the Suns.
Oh, I didn't realise they were getting 2 picks in the 20s back.
I think that's what the haggling is going to be over.
That changes things a bit.
Whether the Demons actually do that or not, but that's what the conversation is.
Okay. Well, 2 top 10 picks for Petrarca and 2 second-round picks is very different.
Yeah.
Very different. That makes more
But
sense.
the top 10 picks are more valuable to Melbourne than they are the Suns.
Yes, I understand that. And what are they going to get for my man Clary?
Bugger all.
But they can't get bugger all if they're going to pay more than half his salary.
Why not?
Oh, my goodness.
He can't go back to Melbourne. And he's not taking a pay cut. Why? Clayton can't take a pay cut because he doesn't need to.
My mail is that they're paying a substantial portion of that wage.
At least half.
I think significantly more than half.
Or is that what the haggling's over maybe now at the last... Let's say his contract for round figures is 1.4 a year.
Yeah, and I don't think the Giants have much more than 500 to spend.
So if they pay 600 or 700, they might just give up... Sorry, I'll start that again. So we use 1.4 as a round figure for Clary.
I think they want to pay 500 of that.
The Giants?
Yep.
Well, if they do end up paying 500, they might give up a 20s or 30s pick. But if they end up having to pay 600 or 700 a year, the Giants, they might give up pick 80 for him. Because the Melbourne, this is Melbourne's own doing. Like the Demons have no leg to stand on this.
I know. I know that people think I've been harsh on Melbourne, and I understand that.
No, this one's bad. I
just need to say again, given what happened last year and what they could have got for him, for the 12 months to play out like it has, they're now going to get a bag of peanuts for him.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to pay nearly $1 million of his salary cap. That is that's worse than the Titanic. I don't know what's worse. That's horrific. And you just know that he's going to go to the Giants and dominate again. You just know it.
He's going to be on his revenge tour. I saw him at the airport and I saw him in the vision we got last week at Sydney HQ. He's got a point to prove, Clary.
Any more contact?
With me?
Yeah.
No.
No more contact.
I want to talk about a guy on the top of my whiteboard, Leclerc,
Oh, wow.
because he's been wooed by the Saints for the last 2 years. Last year had a year run on his deal at the Giants and decided to stay. He's loyal, despite not being in their best 22 and knowing that he was stuck behind Buckley, Iden, Taylor and Himmelberg
Played to the final, though, against Hawthorn.
this year.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm talking about last year.
Sure.
So the Saints came last year with a 5 or 6 year offer. And he decided to stay even though he knew he was stuck behind. This year, the Giants got their head around the fact that he was not going to re-sign, even though they offered him a 2 or 3 year contract during the year. They knew that he was Saints bound, given how strong they were and the fact they came again. The Saints have thrown the kitchen sink at this guy, and then to back out a week before the deadline is horrible business, I reckon. You can't give your guy your word and then back out. And to say that it was because of the Giants' dealings and the picks they weren't coming to the table, just take him in the preseason draft. The only thing here is money. There is no other explanation of this. For the Saints' communication behind the scenes to be, it was the picks and the Giants were playing hardball on Leclerc. He's out of contract this year. So just take him in the preseason draft and put $750 on his head that you've offered him and take him via that avenue. To say that it's down to the Giants doing is so bad taste.
So, am I right in saying that, and we've obviously talked about the St Kilda war chest a bit here, but they've basically thrown all these offers at all these players.
Yeah.
And then they've landed quite a few of them, and they've sat around the table and gone, I'm not sure we've got any more money for
That's the way it's feeling.
Yeah.
And
now, that's a very simplified way of stating it. But
and they went to Jack Steele 2 weeks out from the trade deadline and said, hey, you're our captain, hand in your captaincy, and it might be best for you to have a look around. Now, Jack Steele, from what I understand, his contract has been front-ended.
yeah.
So it's not mega dollars owing. But in this ideal world for St Kilda, that deal would be off their books next year, and he's adamant he wants to stay. He's had a few clubs just kick the tires on him, and he hasn't even wanted to explore it to this point.
Yeah, Essendon being the major one.
Yeah. But from what I understand, Jack doesn't want to play there.
He doesn't want to play for Essendon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flow-on effect here is interesting because you talk about player managers and their involvement here. I don't think the player management group of Centimetre Perfect who managed Leclerc could have done much more. They got the confirmation from the Giants, from the Saints that they wanted him. Once it's from there, there's not much more to be really done. Like they've got the 4-year offer from St Kilda. They've done the work. They've been the conduit all year between Lec and the Saints. But they also happen to manage Alex Taru, the Flying Viking, who's out of contract in 2 years' time. And if the Tasmania Footy Club haven't been on the front foot in the last 2 or 3 days ringing Alex Taru and his management to get in their ear, they wouldn't be doing their job. I reckon he will quickly...
You're putting him on the Tassie whiteboard?
I'm putting him on the Tassie whiteboard. The Flying Viking, kid from country Victoria. He's got the pizzazz. He's got the marketability. He's going to be star of the competition in 2 or 3 years' time.
Ooh.
And with a $5 million sign-on bonus...
You listening to this, Link?
Did you watch him play this year?
No, I didn't. Yes, of course I watched him play.
Imagine him in 2 or 3 years.
His spoils
with a
were good.
pre-season under his belt.
Yep. He looks good.
The Tassie Footy Club can offer a portion of that $5 million sign-on bonus.
If they get a team, yep.
And in what world is his management going to try and do any favours for St Kilda after they just burnt Leclerc?
It's interesting you bring up Tasmania because...
Watch this space on the Viking. That's all I'll say.
Okay. The Tassie Viking. I was watching some Black Rabbit, I was doing some Tradies research and I was re-listening to our Tradies Awards from last year.
Oh, yeah. Have you got the nominations and the award categories?
Yeah.
Great. I'm going to need them before Thursday.
So you also have the ability to go back and listen to the pod.
I don't have as much time on my hands as you.
Did you hear that nastiness, Link? That's him saying he works harder than me, which is true. The Tassie whiteboard, we both put down 3 names at the end of the Tradies Awards. I put down, it's interesting how they've aged. So I put down Sam Darcy, Harley Reid and Jamara. Right, so Sam Darcy, yeah, makes sense. Harley Reid, yeah, probably. Jamara, not so much. Your 3, also Harley Reid. Next 2, interesting. Colby McKercher,
Yep.
who you said was going to be the next Zach Merritt.
Yep. Still got time on his side.
Yep, he's got time, but he needs to increase stuff.
I'll give you that.
And Nate Cady, who's going to be the next Charlie Kerno.
Had a pretty good year.
Kicked 20 goals.
What did Charlie kick in his second year?
I haven't had that
About
statistic
20.
in front of me.
It's about 19 or 20.
It's
Link.
probably similar. How do you feel about the McKercher call?
I need a good 6 weeks to start 2026.
Yep.
Charlie Kerno kicked 20 goals in his second year.
Smart from Mitch. McKercher finished where in North Melbourne's best and fairest this year?
Was he top 10?
7th.
Okay.
I'm not sure Zach Merritt ever finished outside the top 5. I just think that was, yeah.
And who are your 3 again?
Sam Darcy, Harley Reid, Jamara. Jamara's a
Okay,
setback.
you can get
for me.
Jamara for a bag of chips right now.
Yeah, it's a setback.
And Sam Darcy was really going out on a limb, wasn't it?
That's fair. I think on Thursday, I'm going to add Nick Dacos to that whiteboard. Yeah. Quickly on that, before we get back to the Tradies Awards, the Ron Burgundy I immediately regret this decision award. The Get Out Award, refused to budge. The Coach Taylor Most Inspired Trade. The Sarah Marshall Bullshit Award.
Bullshit.
Yep. The Training Today, This Shit is Chess, Not Checkers Award. And the Goodwill Hunting, It's Not Your Fault Award. And then we do the Worsties, which is we both name the worst person on each other's whiteboard.
Your whiteboard stacks up pretty well.
Last year, I said the worst addition on your whiteboard was Will Phillips, and you said mine was Bailey Smith because I kept changing my mind on what he was worth, which is probably fair.
The year before, I was Hugo Ralph Smith.
Yeah, I went back and listened to that as well. It was quite funny. Anyway, that's all on Thursday, which we will be recording. Link. So people who can't get there on Thursday, which is obviously the majority of our listeners, given we're only selling a couple of hundred tickets, it will
Do we have more listeners than that?
just slightly. We will be recording it.
Yeah.
Which I'm very excited about.
So just on Kerno, how much easier is it when you've got the same manager when you're trying to pull players out of this? So the Merritt one, there's real no players from the same stable as Merritt that they want to get involved in that. But Robbie DeRazio, Connor Sports, manage Charlie. They also manage Will Hayward and Ollie Florent.
Helps.
So Hayward had a big offer from Carlton 12 months ago, decided to stay at the Swans.
Yep.
My understanding is he's got 4 years left on his deal at Sydney. It wouldn't shock me if he got another year or two as part of a move to Carlton.
Yeah, just give him 6. Why not?
Look after him.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Great.
Have him part of that deal. The other one was James Rowbottom. So this was floating around among clubs late last week. He spoke to Craig McRae on Friday from overseas. He's holidaying right now with Nick Blakey.
Yep.
There's been a bit of mixed opinion on where the Rowbottom one sat.
Okay.
Clubs got the feeling that he was being shopped to them.
Club's got the feeling he was being shopped to them. Okay.
Yeah. And I think if Petrarca didn't progress with the Suns might have gone after Rowbottom before the Petrarca stuff got hot last year. And that was BT's thing in grand final week when he was talking about a Swans player who was Rowbottom and interest on the Suns. But the Petrarca thing got hot and clearly the Suns prioritised Christian Petrarca and why wouldn't you?
Is James Rowbottom a good player?
I think he's a good player.
Okay.
He finished top 3 in the 2 BNFs before the last one.
Yep. Yeah, that's good results back to back for a good team.
But he's always been adamant he wants to stay.
Yep.
In saying that he did take a call from McRae. So there's just a few mixed views on that. Long story short, he will be staying at the Swans. He doesn't want to explore it right now. But I reckon had the Petrarca stuff moved a different way for the Suns, we might be having a different conversation with Rowbottom.
Question without notice. What's Collingwood's list strategy?
Just go all in while we've got Nick Dacos and Pendles and Sidebottom playing.
Yeah. I kind of thought, if I had told you 6 weeks ago that we'd be 2 days left in the trade period and they've done basically nothing, would you have been surprised?
Yeah, a little maybe. They thought they might have taken a free agent.
Yeah, or had an ace up their sleeve somewhere to change things up. It just feels like they're going into 2026 with more or less the same team.
So what are the rumblings around DeGoey? Because
yeah. You've been making calls on this for months.
Yeah.
There's been mumblings and rumours.
I get the sense...
Should we put him up? We should put him up.
Yeah, we should put him up now. So his manager has been quoted as well a week ago. Is adamant he has not had any calls from any clubs. But I just get the sense Collingwood is just making some subtle inquiries and he's happy for this to be out there a bit.
Oh, you think he's being shopped?
Not shopped.
Okay.
That's
Not
a
shopped.
bit strong.
Okay. It's unlike me to go too strong. JDG, another 3.
Just like, hey, look, if we could reshape our list a bit and get his money off our books and get a good pick,
yep,
we might look at it for the right price.
Okay, so if
I get the sense Collingwood's not shooting this down straight away.
So if the Merritt thing fell through, would Hawthorn have a crack?
Potentially.
Who else is going to have picks? He wouldn't go to Richmond.
Melbourne will have multiple first-round picks
with Petrarca
deal.
Would Melbourne have a crack?
I don't think he fits where they're going.
No. Hawthorn makes more sense.
Yeah.
What's Jordan De Goey worth in a
I'm just
trade?
searching Jordan De Goey's contract. So he's contracted until 2027,
Yeah, he'd be on good money.
and his current age is 29. So that'll take him. He'll turn 31 at the end of that contract.
Yeah, so he's got potentially 4 good years left in him.
You know, is this with 2 years left on his deal at Collingwood? Is this, hey, can I get a 3rd or 4th year somewhere
Yeah.
and really cash in?
So let's say,
Because if he goes into next year and his body starts to, continue to have the same issues that it had this year,
yeah.
good luck getting a good deal beyond that 2027.
So Sam Mitchell's in Baltimore at the moment. Been watching the Ravens. So if Sam Mitchell gets a call tomorrow night, Tuesday night, from Rob McCartney or Jared Ruffhead, whoever it is,
Mark McKenzie.
Mark
the
McKenzie,
manager.
yep. And they say, look, it's fallen through with Essendon. We've offered them a really good deal. We don't have any room to move.
Yeah.
We don't think this is getting done. Would we have a look at De Goey?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to speak on behalf of Sam, but I assume he'd be interested in all good players that can kick goals. Is De Goey going to cost you substantially less than Merritt? I think the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Because if 2 first-round picks and, say, a fringe player doesn't get it done, could you just offer that first pick this year? Collingwood don't have a lot of picks.
Yeah.
And something...
Collingwood don't have any first round picks, whereas you mentioned Essendon have already 4 or 5 in 25.
5 inside 25, I believe.
Yeah.
Or inside 26, including 25. I think Collingwood would look at that, don't you?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, the value game becomes very interesting. Like Merritt's an A grader. De Goey's not quite, but very good in big games
Yeah.
when he's fit.
His prelim wasn't amazing.
Wasn't amazing?
It wasn't.
I'm trying to remember.
His final against the
Is
Crows
that the game
was.
where Cox kicked too? Yeah, it was. No, it was. It was. I was there. I saw it.
But his final in Adelaide was.
His
His
final
second
in Adelaide
half
was very good.
Yeah, his second half was huge.
Yeah.
Or his second, third, and fourth quarters.
Yeah, when they got going.
Yeah.
Yeah, he changed the game. I agree with that.
But if you're Collingwood and you lose to Goey without bringing, like, let's say you're bringing Rowbottom in or a Simpkin, does that allow you to get that done? Because I don't think Collingwood are better next year if you lose to Goey and you bring a top 10 pick in. You'd want a Simpkin or something like that.
Can we talk about Jai Simpkin? Right. So we kind of know, we all know the story of why he wants to leave.
Midfield time?
Yep, understand that.
He won't be captain next year.
Okay. And so Collingwood have had a sniff.
Yep, a bit more than that.
Yep.
He's spoken to the Pies.
And North Melbourne are basically saying we want 2 first-round picks.
Yep.
So I'm trying to work this out. In what world is Jai Simpkin worth 2 first-round picks?
Well, he's contracted at North Melbourne, so they can set the price whatever they want. They can ask for 5 first-round picks if they want.
yeah, but they don't want him.
Well, they do, though. They don't need his money off the books.
Well, okay, so they don't want to pay an average half forward $1 million a
Who
year.
else are they paying?
Well, they're getting to the point where they need to start thinking about.
But how many more picks do they need? Like, this is the club that traded away pick 2 to Richmond right now. Or pick 3 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a travesty. I just think when are North Melbourne going to become ruthless with this stuff? Like, they're on the record saying they're going to back in their back 6 that they've currently got, the key defenders for next year.
Yeah.
I still don't know which key defenders they have, by the way.
Well, Dawson's a young key position player who... Will Dawson.
Yeah.
Whitlock.
Who's played.
Well, a handful of games. But these are guys for the future. These are first-round picks they've used them on.
Okay. Because that's worked out well for them
Well,
previously.
they're young.
Yep.
I'm with you. I think they need a key back. I'm just explaining who they are for the listeners.
I still don't, I don't really understand. Like, why aren't they in the market? They should be doing everything possible to get Simpkin out, get his money out, and turn whatever they get for
I don't
him.
think it's a money thing, though. They're going to be struggling to hit 95% as it is.
But here's my point. They've got a lot of midfielders.
Yep.
They've told Jai, we've got too many midfielders, mate. You're probably going to be playing half forward
And wing, yep.
and wing.
Yep.
So they don't have any key backs. So get rid of Simpkin and get a key back. Instead, they're just going to limp into next year, not really improving their list again.
Yeah, I hear your
just
point.
don't get their strategy.
But which key backs make them, like, did you just overpay for one?
Well, we'll go get Stephen May as a
But you can get him for a bag of chips.
Yeah, fine. We'll spend the bag of chips and then go get a proper one using Simpkins' money.
Next year.
Yeah, they need to do something quickly, North, because if they get to the end of, I'm not trying to get you in trouble here, Mitch, but like, where's a realistic position where North Melbourne could finish next year? It's again, I said this time last year.
It's hard to see them finishing outside the bottom 6.
Yeah, and last year I said it's hard to finish them outside the bottom 4, and I got ridiculed for that and smashed because everyone thought they'd win 7 to 12 games.
Is it next year the year that you'll hand in your journalism license if they win the flag, or is it the year after?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. You can give it a decade. And I'm looking at their list again, and I'm thinking to myself, like, how are they improving? Now, I'm not saying they're going to finish bottom 4 next year, but I'm not confidently saying they're not either.
They're improving by internal growth.
I don't know what that means.
Well, their 21-year-olds are 22 next year, and they're going to be better.
Sure. So we're in the wins and the losses business. They keep telling us they're going to improve, but I don't see it. And every year they say the same thing to us. This will be the year where we improve.
I keep saying their list build is similar to Brisbane's, minus the A-grade recruits.
Yeah, their list build's similar to Brisbane's, but like Brisbane started winning games.
Yeah.
North haven't.
Yeah, because they got A-graders in.
Yeah. The North haven't got A-graders in.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got sucked into another North Melbourne rant.
Do you want to go A-League next, Tassie, or what are you hot?
No, I've done my Tassie thing, haven't I?
You did, yeah.
Yeah. Not keen on talking about the A-League. Yet.
Can I just say one thing? Talking about defence, actually, this is a nice segue.
It's not a nice segue if you have to say it's a nice segue.
I liked it.
It's like being in an awkward conversation or like a first date or something. It's like, actually, this will be a good thing to talk about. Just while we're waiting on that second glass of wine. Yeah, go on. Good segue. Can we start a segment, Link, called Good Segue when something gets awkward?
What's the one area on the ground the Bulldogs need the most assistance in?
Key back.
What position does Liam Jones play?
He plays key back.
And he's just been delisted?
Yep.
And Buku Khamis...
He plays also key back.
And he's going to get traded to Carlton.
I see.
Which key backs have they brought in to alleviate
I don't think they've brought in any other key backs.
Yeah. And
this is a great point from you.
To be fair to the Dogs, they've said we only want A-grade. We only want star key backs. We're not in the business of just plugging holes.
Did they tell you they only want A-graders? Because if so, they're listening to tradies. Is
that was that exact
Sam
term?
Power used the term A-graders? Yeah, go on. But they're not in for Stephen May?
No.
Confusing.
Well, I think that's a bit on character.
Sure. He plays footy pretty well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think Stephen May, the footballer, would be the perfect addition to the Dogs because they've got Lob and O'Donnell.
Is his off-field really that much of a problem? Like you just
No, I'm not saying he's
just
off-field.
Had a kid.
Yeah.
Like I think he's calmed down a lot, hasn't he?
Jeez, is that what I've got to look forward to?
I don't think you ever reached Stephen May
No,
sort of
I'm not
territories.
comparing that. So life just
calms down a
calms
bit.
down.
I'm told. I mean,
Okay.
I don't have any experience with children myself.
So Buku is perfect for Carlton because he can be the foil to Wiedering. But he's not Wiedering. So
Yeah, he'd be perfect for Carlton if they kept Silvani. Because I needed a third one.
yeah, but what I'm saying is the Dogs need a Wiedering. Now, they're not easy to get, but they need an anchor defender.
I understand.
Like a May, like a Wiedering.
Totally.
Like a Harris Andrews.
Who plays fullback for them round one at this stage? Gardner.
Rory Lobb or Gardner. Or,
Yeah.
You know.
Because Lobb's not your pure lockdown key back
No.
like you're talking about.
No.
He's your athletic guy that can play tall and be an interceptor at
Yeah.
the same time. And he's a great kick,
Yeah.
which never gets talked about enough. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I hadn't thought about that with the Dogs. Oh, that's who I meant to...
I think they will pick up a DF, a delisted free agent, like a Sam Frost or Blight,
Sam
Jacob
Frost?
Blight. I'm just plucking names now.
Who's
It'll
Jacob
be-
Blight?
Played at Richmond.
Okay.
Who you got excited about a name on the whiteboard?
Yes. One of our favourites that we've talked about a number of times on this pod for different reasons. Will Brodie.
Yes, got traded. Pick 103.
Unbelievable. Which has only been done once before, picking the hundreds.
For a swap?
Yeah.
Who?
The guy that
it
went
Reece
from
Palmer?
north. No, the guy went from north to Collingwood. Oh no, the other way.
What was
Marley
Reece
Williams?
Palmer?
Marley Williams.
Oh, yeah.
I think Reece Palmer was a pick in like the 80s or something.
Nah, he was in the hundreds.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
I think there's only been one
Pick
player.
135.
There you go.
But was it direct swap? Was it a direct swap or was it part of a bigger deal?
I think it was part of a big deal.
Yeah, that's what I think. The only direct swap player is Marley Williams. If not, I fucked my own stat.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 135.
Okay, might have stuffed it. So, can anyone find a player? Will Brodie, I'd love to meet him because I find him so fascinating as a footballer.
Is he in the Jude Law conversation?
No, it's a bit unfair on Jude Law.
Had a good year at Freo, 2022.
I'm looking at it right now.
Josh Carr.
He'd never, ever had a Brownlow vote and then suddenly had 11 in a year.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know was he invited that year?
Can you name me a player that started off, was not very good, played a lot in the twos, went to another club, at one point would have been mentioned in all Australian squad contention, I would think, and now has disappeared again?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to text Swamp while we're on air,
Oh.
who does the stats. Is it fun and just not knowing and just plucking names?
What, as in, but how is Swamp going to research this?
He'll find this pretty quickly.
Find what?
The player who's had more than 5 or 6 years in the comp and had one random year where they've plucked multiple double-digit Brownlow votes and had nothing else other than that.
Okay, yeah, ask Swamp that. But I also want to know if Will Brodie somehow breaks in to be like a starting midfielder for Port again and starts getting talked about as a good midfielder. I don't reckon it would have ever been done.
So you're talking about the double dipper where they go
The double dipper.
Quiet, good, quiet,
good. I don't reckon we've ever seen a double dipper.
Oh,
I can't remember one.
okay. Our Tradies listeners will know.
I will shout a slab of St Andrews to take away from the brewery on Thursday if someone can give me, with statistics, a double dipper.
Okay. We're recording tomorrow as well, so I'll come with a name like the double digits Brownlow votes in 1 year, and the rest has been donuts.
Speaking of beers, I don't want to name any names here. I don't want to name any names.
But you're going to.
But someone who owes me beers hasn't paid his recent. Now, I know you're not I don't want to be Tony Soprano here, but when people are late with paying debts, things happen.
And we're only 1 week in.
We're 3 weeks in. We're 3 weeks in. I just don't want to name names. G'day, guys. But you don't want to be known as a bloke who doesn't pay his bets. You wouldn't want to be known as that. Before we go, Mitchell, we are recording. For everyone listening, we're recording tomorrow as well.
Being Tuesday.
But thank you. We'll do it Tuesday. It probably won't be it'll go for as long as it needs to go. It'll be like a piece of string. It could be any length.
Is Merritt in a Hawthorn jumper by the time we record?
I don't think it happens until Wednesday.
You think it still gets done? Or if?
No,
or,
I think
if.
No, I think it happens.
Okay.
But I can't guarantee you anything.
Yeah.
Apart from James Warple joined Geelong, I can't go out on a limb and guarantee you anything. Let's get a couple of quick updates, though, before we stop. So Archie still hasn't happened.
Oh, I'm big on the mid-trade period press release from the club. Justin Reid today.
The mid-trade period press release from the club. Okay, go on.
Remember the Jesse Hogan one back in the day?
From Peter Bell.
We pulled out.
We have decided. We are, in fact, go on. I'm going to find that exact
So today,
statement.
I'm paraphrasing. I only skimmed it. Apologies, Justin. But we got the...
Big listener.
We're a fair way apart, it felt like. And we rate Callum, but not that much. So we're not going to give the world up for him. So I like the fact that the Crows are getting on the front foot with 3 days left in the trade period to try and drive a harder bargain on Kalachi, who has committed to them on a 5-year deal. In saying that, Brandon Starcevic essentially netted Brisbane a pick in the 20s, so I can't see them asking for much more than that for Archie, although there were a few differences given Starcevic couldn't go as a free agent. I'm padding now because Sam's trying to find.
Again, it's not good padding if you say that it's padding.
I was saying that to Link so we could cut this out.
Oh, okay. No, leave that in, Link. Okay, here we go. I found it, everyone. In fact, have a look at this link. October 12, 2018, written by Mitch Cleary. AFL.com. This is, Mitch was always a great writer because he was trained as a newspaper writer. This is his article. Fremantle has withdrawn from its prolonged pursuit. Nice. Of star Melbourne forward Jesse Hogan. The Dockers said they weren't prepared to meet the Demons' asking price of 2 first-rounders. Head of football Peter Bell has informed Melbourne the Hogan deal won't proceed. Okay, this is the quote from Peter Bell. This is mid-trade period. Can you get Justin Reid's up, please?
This is not. It's totally different, by the way. They haven't pulled out.
It's not as strong.
It was just, hey, just a reminder to the Crows that we're still into Archie.
but that one too much. Okay, this is a little bit different. This is a quote from Bell. We have been undertaking a due diligence process as part of a possible trade to secure Jesse Hogan. As part of that process, we have had discussions with Jesse, the players' management, and Melbourne. While discussions were proceeding, it became clear that what Melbourne would be seeking for a trade would not be possible for our club to meet. As such, we've informed Melbourne and Jesse's management that we will not be continuing further with this due diligence process. That is just so good. That is basically like sitting at the negotiation table and you're having an argument with someone. And you're like, well, if you're going to be like this, get fucked. And just storming out.
Well, St Kilda tried the bit out with Marshall.
Oh, yeah. Can we get an update there, please?
So the Cats offered pick 19 for Marshall. Saints said no. So the Cats said, stuff it, we're going to throw that into our Curnow offerings.
Yeah.
Now, Curnow feels like it's headed one way to Sydney. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I think it's done with the Cats. It's not happening.
Yeah.
So I think that
We're
now
saying it for
comes
Connor-
back
Connor
alive.
O'Sullivan in.
But St Kilda's been trying to tell everyone that Marshall's not happening.
Yep.
I think there's still oxygen left in that one.
Yep.
Just back to Justin Reid today. His quotes, we're obviously very keen to get Callan to the club, given he's expressed an interest to join us. He's given great service to the Lions, and as a childhood Crows fan, we're excited to bring him into the four walls. He's mentioned that he's a Crows fan in the second par. Oh, this gets better. We want to strike a deal that's fair for all parties. Every year we're looking to explore our options, and 2025 has been no different. As a club, however, we certainly won't trade for the sake of trading. So it's like Brisbane coming to the party.
That's a pretty amazing statement when you read it out.
My favourite bit's the childhood Crows fan. We need to do it Thursday. We need a list.
No.
We got a DM the other day of Oscar Allan as a kid in an Eagles jumper.
No.
Oh, an Eagles jumper.
Oh, that's different because he's leaving the Eagles. Yeah.
There's been a few, though, this trade period.
You're not actually running with this, are you? What are you tapping away? You don't keep some sort of like journal on this?
No. Trade track. I'm trying to look at all the deals that are done. There was one. Oh, Ben Ainsworth, Blues fan.
Tom de Koning Saints.
Yeah.
Is that the same Ben Ainsworth that's looking forward to playing an unstructured forward line? Hang on, I need
Better
to.
than a structured for.
I need to get that quote again because I don't. Research assistant Dan sent it through, and I couldn't stop chuckling at it. Here we go.
Was Judd McVie a Dockers fan?
The opportunity to play a more unstructured role at Carlton was really appealing to me.
So that says everything you've been talking about Carlton's setup.
That I'm not sure that's exactly what you want to hear. I think Michael Voss might have been listening to that and been like, should have workshopped that quote.
No, that's you'll play with flair and you'll play on instinct.
So everything that they haven't been doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, people like Charlie Curnow, they've got no flair. No flair.
He just wheels and goes from 55.
1-2 Coleman's.
Good player.
Great player. A grader.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of feedback about the A grade list. I'm actually a little bit, and I don't get nervous. I'm a little bit nervous about next year's list.
As you should be.
I wasn't nervous about last year's list. I'm a bit nervous about this year's. And if one more person tries to tell me that Isaac Heaney has to be on it, if one more person...
I think it's just pushing you further away from actually putting him on there.
No, no, not necessarily. Maybe a little bit.
All right.
You're cooked, aren't you?
I'm wrapping it.
Okay.
Well, we're going to do this again tomorrow. And but people, it'll be like the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Once you stop cleaning it, it'll be time to start cleaning it again.
Sorry, can you try that again?
In English.
Lee, keep the first bit in because I want to play that on Thursday.
Once you stop cleaning the Sydney Harbour Bridge, because it takes so long, it's time to start it again. So people...
Who cleans it? Where are they?
The people who clean it.
Oh, not the actual road.
No,
the structure.
The structure, yeah.
It gets cleaned?
I think so.
Does it?
The Westgate gets serviced and cleaned and stuff.
What's there to clean of the Westgate? It's just a road.
It's just work on the structures and stuff.
What structure?
Why do I say clean? It's more around reinforcing the structures.
I'm not even kidding.
Bit like Carlton's forward line.
I can't wait to go home and Google the cleaning of the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
It's just a saying.
Is it? I've never. Lee, have you ever heard that?
No.
The reason I'm saying it is people, once they stop listening to this, it'll be time to start listening to the next one.
That might be the funniest thing ever said on Tradies. Once you stop cleaning the Sydney Harbour Bridge, it'll be
Time to start again because it takes so long.
Okay. I'm Googling
this.
when I get home. Thanks for joining us. Please check the show notes or the Clubby Sports website if there are any remaining tickets. Link it because we put another 25 up. I don't know. Do they all get swallowed up?
You're
not sure.
I haven't checked.
Okay. Well, Link doesn't know. I don't know. So make sure you know.
Jump on the website and see if they're there.
Jump on the website. I think we need more Link in this show, by the way. I'm glad he's got his own mic. We're here for St Andrew's Brewery. We'll see you tomorrow.